Ivett. So today is officially the first day of summer, yay! And I thought I would kick today off with talking about my go-to foundations for this summer. I know I'm not going to get this up today, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? So if you're like me, and well, I'm pretty sure most girls are like this, but okay, during fall, yeah, you want a matte face, you want that, you know, really bold lip. For me, summer, big difference. There are days where I want a matte foundation because, you know, you're gonna be sweating all day and you don't want to look all greasy and yucky and all that stuff. There are days where I want that luminous glow from within, that sun goddess glow. You all know what I'm talking about. And then there are days where I just want just a little bit of glow, not too matte, you know. So it's like summer is just that time of year where there are days I don't know what I want, but it's fun to play with the different foundations. But the tricky part is picking a foundation that's going to last and not wear off. And I mean, here it gets like 110, gets really toasty, so I gotta have something that works good but holds up well, gives me good coverage. Oh, and that's the other thing, sometimes I want good coverage, sometimes I don't want a lot of coverage, so that's another thing. So I have 4 foundations here that I will be using, and you know, I know last year I had a few more, but I have my favorites now, and I've been messing with them and I've been figuring out which ones I like and which ones I don't like. But like, my face hasn't been as oily as it used to be. Things just kind of change over time and you have different needs as the years go by. This is like my all-time favorite foundation, the Almay TLC Truly Lasting Color Foundation, and this is a 16-hour makeup, and I've talked about this a lot, but I really do love it because it's great for summer days. It holds up really well, it gives you decent coverage, it gives you a nice luminous glow, but at the same time it wears. I mean, when I blot towards the end of the day, my foundation still looks the same as it did in the morning. So when you blot, the makeup doesn't come off or anything. It's a really good foundation. I highly recommend this, and I think it's really good for dry skin, combo skin, oily skin. It doesn't really matter because it's not drying, it's not mattifying. It is just that right in the middle foundation. Gives you a little bit of that luminosity, but not too much. Medium coverage, not too much. So this is like just my go-to that I reach for on any given day. So I love that one. Okay, the next one I have here, which is the Becca Radiant Skin Satin Finish Foundation. You know, when I first started using this, I really thought it was similar to the Almay, which in a way it is, but I've discovered that using this with a beauty blender is my favorite way. And it doesn't, when you use a flat top kabuki like I would typically use with the Almay, it's not like you're packing on too much or anything, but the Becca has a little bit more coverage. It dries a little quicker, and when you use a brush, sometimes it kind of piles on. So when I've been using my beauty blender, it just evens it out. It's not too heavy, and I've really been liking it. It gives me a little bit more coverage, but it's not over the top when you use a beauty blender. So I've been liking this one too on days where I want a little bit more coverage. Now, I don't think this gives, even though it's called the Radiant Skin Satin Finish, it's almost like a matte finish, not quite as luminous as the Almay, but it's like, it just gives you like that soft skin look where it doesn't look powdery or anything like that, and it has a really good lasting power. I get a little bit shiny a little bit sooner, but this one's another good one. When I blot, my makeup doesn't come off on the tissue because I use a tissue when I blot, And that's my biggest thing. I hate blotting sometimes because you can see where you pulled some of that makeup off if you have oily skin. So I think now, price wise, yes, this is Drugstore, and yes, it's, you know, like $10–11 versus this is like $42. You do get a lot more. You get 1.35 fluid ounces in here versus the 1 fluid ounce. So you get a little bit more. I know it's a little bit more, but I feel like I don't have to use as much of this as I do this. So, you know, it's not quite a wash, but it's okay. So I'm not going to complain about the price too much. It's just average. So it just depends if you want to spend a little bit more or if you don't. But it's a good one. I recommend getting a sample and seeing if you like it. Moving on to like a mattifying foundation. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus has been my favorite mattifying foundation, I think, of all time. I mean, during the fall, I love this one too. And you know, there's just some days where I want a matte face. If I know I'm going to be in the sun for a while and I'm going to want pictures taken and stuff like that, I don't want that super shiny face. So this is a good one for days like that. I don't want to say I do want a matte finish all the time. Rarely do I grab for this during the summer, but there are days where you need a mattifying foundation. So I think the Matte Velvet Plus is a pretty good one. It's oil-free, water-resistant, so it's good, you know, even if you're going to be going in like the pool and stuff like that. It's dermatologist tested, and you get, you know, 1 fluid ounce. So it's just, you know, for the price, I believe it's like 30 something, so it's not too bad. But out of all the mattifying foundations that I've tried, I really do like this one. So, but some people only like a mattifying foundation during summer because they don't want that shiny, glowy skin look. So if you are like one of those people that do like a matte finish all the time, Matte Velvet Plus is a good one. Okay, and then last but not least, the It Cosmetics CC Cream is a really good one for summer. I really love this one. Not only does it have SPF, it's got SPF 50 with UVA, UVB protection in it. This is what I'm wearing today, and during the summer, I don't care if I'm going, you know, to the lake, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to the pool. Yeah, huh? This is just like a go-to one for me because not only is it going to give me extra SPF, my face likes to fry even if I put, you know, sunscreen and stuff on it. If I don't wear any kind of like CC cream or like a little bit of foundation when I do go somewhere, I just, oh, my face will fry. So it makes me really nervous. But this one's got a good lasting power. You know, it really lasts all day. I can be super sweaty and it stays on. It's also anti-aging, a hydrating serum. It's color correcting. It could be a full coverage cream. I mean, the options are endless with the CC cream because there are days where I'm just going to go for a run and I want to use this as like a tinted moisturizer. I'll put a little bit on, I don't set it or anything, and I'm just out the door. You know, I could wear this like a full coverage foundation if I want. I mean, I don't need full coverage foundation, but especially during the summer, that's the last thing on my mind. But you know, a medium coverage is good enough for me, and this delivers. I mean, it's just wonderful. I know it's got a lot of good stuff in it, and I like the fact that it's got a, you know, good sunscreen in it. I still use like my Coola moisturizer underneath every day, SPF 35, and then this. Then my Laura Mercier has like, I think SPF 15 or 20 in it. So it's like I like to pack on the SPF if I can. And this is just a really good one for summer. And I mean, it gives you like a little bit of a glow, but it's not over the top. It's definitely not mattifying, but it just gives you, I don't want to say your skin but better look, because it all depends on what you set your liquid foundation with, if it's a powdery, you know, setting powder, or if it's a, you know, luminous mineral powder, so it all depends on what you set it with, but I really highly recommend this one for summer. I think, and it's one of those where even though the color doesn't match 100%, it will work for you, so I'm not too worried about it being 100%, you know, color match, because I know they don't have a huge color range. And this one comes with 1.08 fluid ounces, so you get just the same, and it's got the little pump, which is nice and easy to take with you because it's not really bulky. You know, it's a little bit skinnier and flatter, and you can just take it with you if you need to. But yeah, so those are my go-to foundations for this summer. Let me know what you've been loving. I mean, I know last year I had different ones too, but I mean, I found my Almay that I just love so much. It's just perfect for like an everyday going to work kind of foundation. I mean, I love wearing the Becca on the weekends because it's a little bit more coverage. The It Cosmetics is great if I'm going, you know, to be in the sun. And then of course, if I want to take a lot of pictures and I don't want a super shiny face and all that, a good mattifying foundation is really good too. So a little bit of everything I think is good. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.